You are magic, and there's something sacred within you that may conjure the most beautiful of dreams to come. You are listening to The River of Dreams, a sleep excursion and guided meditation. And while tailored for sleep, you may also listen to this during the day if you wish to remain focused on your personal intentions for the year. If used before bedtime, you may dive into the unlimited powers of manifesting before you ride on the trade winds and soothing waves of your dreams at night. This journey is yours. The answers and guidance you seek can make appearances in your dreams. Every day and every night, a blank canvas awaits the brushstrokes of your imagination, inspired by the deepest, most authentic parts of you. So get cozy and allow yourself to believe that all you seek is possible. It's time to dream away. I would like to welcome you to Michelle's Sanctuary. I am Michelle, and as you are listening, you may think of my voice as that of your dear and trusted friend. My sole purpose is to help you remember that you deserve the very best in this life. Life may not always be as pleasing or as easy as you desire, but there's always a lesson to be found. You deserve to tune in to the deepest parts of yourself and to take the reins of your own life. You deserve to feel good, to feel the tingling aliveness of your own life force, and to evolve and become a better version of yourself each new day. For this life is but a school of all the lessons that you have sought before embarking on the human experience. And when you remember that Earth is your school, you may look to your life experiences with less judgment. Step outside of your swirling thoughts and imagine waving your hand over them, slowing the ripples, making the waves gentle and calming. And when you make this state of tranquility occur, and you realize you are able to find stillness, even when confronted with a storm, you will find the answers you seek, and you will connect to all the things you love most. Allow yourself to drift, as if floating on the sound waves of my voice, to a state of ease and relaxation. You imagine you are floating on a bamboo raft down the most tranquil golden river. The magenta glowing orb of a sun sets beyond the horizon. And throughout this meditation, whenever you hear me say the words "just float," you return to the visual of being on this exotic waterway, drifting downstream, feeling as light as a leaf floating on the water. This river is far from home, but when you cascade down its glowing waters, you realize that no matter how far you roam, the you that is you always comes along. And the familiarity of the you that has always been there gives you peace. And you take in a deep breath and feel your lungs expand to their fullest capacity before you sigh out every last bit of air. As always, your breath is your vehicle. Breath is life. And you ride each breath like it is a wave that ebbs and flows as you just float. Inhale again, and then exhale, imagining that your breath affects the currents and flow of the golden river. You see your impact with each wave as you dip your finger into the tepid waters, with your arm hanging over the raft, and you feel each ripple and wave that you have created. Like the lunar pool on the tides, your breath and your attention now have complete control of this narrow, seemingly endless body of water. The river winds through the lush foliage of a jungle like a satin ribbon. You surrender and your muscles relax, and you feel light and caught in this flow of abundance, becoming ready to manifest. Whatever you create in this life, you must first create in your imagination. Spoken by Taicho Fotiao. Right now, you tap into the creative parts of you, opening pathways in your mind. As you just float, you visualize illuminated tunnels in your brain. As you rest your neck in the basket of your folded hands, these pathways of light appear like rainbows in the sanctuary of your mind, crisscrossing like illuminated ribbons that weave together in loose braids. You imagine floating along these colorful streams inside your head, with the same gentle ebb and flow of the river. You control their tides as well. They light up dark caverns of doubt and worry, pushing out any thoughts or blocks, clearing out any snags that hold you back, any words that pop up and cause you to procrastinate. You are at the helm of these beautiful beams of colorful light, and you decide the color palette that you see. You take hold of these vibrant ribbons as if holding the reins of a chariot. You create designs and motions that dance and flow in technicolor. And then you just float. David McKay expressed, "Your thoughts are the architects of your destiny, and just like you are the architect of the pathway of lights, shine like ribbons and put on a display in the sanctuary of your mind. You are now going to use these same imaginative powers to visualize the life you most desire. Return your thoughts to the raft on which you float down a river. The sun has set, and you are beneath a canopy of bamboo and palm fronds that softly knit together to form a vibrant green archway overhead, and through the rustling leaves and fronds, you see the rich midnight blue sky. It is a velvety backdrop for an endless sea of glittering stars, like silvery freckles on a smooth, dark tapestry. The stars twinkle. They enliven a tingling sensation that begins at the crown of your head and trickles down your spine and limbs. You tap into the expansiveness of the universe and the expansiveness of your mind in an electrifying feeling of aliveness. Lao Tzu said, "To the mind that is still, the whole universe surrenders." The raft drifts downstream to a clearing, and you carefully guide it to the riverbank of rich sienna soil. You inhale the fragrant night air, taking in the briny minerality of the river and the warm saccharine aroma of the wet earth. You step out onto the shore. You balance and feel the cool, wet mud rise between your bare toes. You feel grounded and earthbound. Yet when you look to the cosmic display in the sky, you feel as if you could swim in its vast, star-speckled richness. You find a flat ebony rock that glimmers in the light of a full moon, a special time for manifesting. The full moon brings a season for surrendering all that does not serve you, and for focusing on what you most desire and hope to manifest. You take a seat on the rock and feel how solid it is beneath you. Your hand graces the glassy, cool surface that has been weathered and smoothened by the waves of the river's high tide and delicate, consistent brushes with the silt of the riverbed. The rock gives you strength and reminds you of your own inner fortitude and resilience. You take in a deep breath and inhale the fine mist on the humid air that can only be felt and not seen. You exhale all your doubts, every single gnawing thought that has come from lack, from fear, and from self-doubt separates from you. Perhaps these thoughts have become familiar to you in a way that you must truly dig deep to uncover and release them. But on this magical night, they rise up to the surface to drift away. John Assaraf explained, "Most people are thinking about what they don't want, and they're wondering why it shows up over and over again. Your exhalations become visible, like a translucent gray fog. You watch as these doubts and visions and words drift on your condensed breath. They hover over the river before they are absorbed by the infinite darkness downstream. And once you have released all these thoughts, you feel a lightness of being." John Holland voiced, "We receive exactly what we expect to receive." And now is the time to set your expectations. With care and great love, you tune into infinite powers of your imagination. Accept yourself as you are. You are enough. You are right where you need to be. Feel grateful for who you have become and all that you have overcome. Feel self-love pour over you, like moonbeams from the sky, like the blanket of the soft night's breeze. You are part of all this beauty, and this beauty is now part of you. The magical river appears like a marine blue silk scarf, and from the stillness of the shore, you feel a change in your body. You are more relaxed and at ease than when this journey began. In a deep, reverent silence, you hear the river flowing faintly and your soft breathing. Your heart center is light and your chest is pointed upwards towards the full moon. You are open to receiving and open to sharing the love you feel for the things you may have already made happen in your life. And in this moment, you vow to take note of the things you attract with the power of your own thoughts. You will start to notice coincidences. Coincidences that Einstein felt were God's way of remaining anonymous. Your body knows when you are on the right path, and in stillness you will feel this. You will become more aware of coincidences, and there may have been times when you asked for a sign, and suddenly an animal or song or number appeared and reminded you that you are on the right path. You have always been on the right path. Regardless of the detours or the time it has taken you to get to where you are meant to go. And any time you need guidance, it is as simple as asking. You inhale the cool night's air, arriving at the divine moment where you commit to your intentions. Above you, you visualize a clear balloon that expands and appears as bright and brilliant as the full moon above. This balloon floats above your head, and its metallic illuminated string is connected to the center of your heart. The balloon is grounded by all that you love. Emerson wrote, "A person is what he or she thinks about all day long." So it's important to take the power of your thoughts and to use them to start filling this balloon, knowing that whatever is placed in this balloon will be your focus throughout the day and night, throughout your waking and sleeping life, because it goes wherever you go. And in perfect timing, all its contents may shower down upon you in blessings that you have attracted and welcome. Maya Angelou advised, ask for what you want and be prepared to get it. And your night by the river of dreams is part of your preparation. You focus on the clear balloon and begin to fill it. You fill it with the dreams that you hold dear, even those desires you may be afraid of unlocking or admitting to wanting, because your longing for them goes so deep. It's okay. You are in a secure place to dream and imagine. No one needs to know what goes in your clear floating globe, because it is all yours. It is safe for your keeping and nurturing. It is safe from the judgment of others. And once you place something inside the balloon, your dreams become protected from even your own judgment. And as you place these desires inside the balloon of safekeeping, you feel joy. You feel abundance. You feel empowered. You trust that your hopes will be like the fertile soil of the riverbank, fed by your inner drive and faith. Take the first step in faith. You don't have to see the whole staircase. Just take the first step. Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. once said, "You have taken that step. The balloon is now completely full, and you see yourself from the outside looking in. From a bird's eye view high atop the trees, you observe the night. You see this magnificent clear balloon of dreams, and you feel every single one of them coming true. You take this time to be present in experiencing each one, smelling, hearing, seeing and feeling all that comes with them. You observe yourself on the riverbank, beneath the opal light of the majestic moon, with its expansive balloon and the silver string that tethers it to your heart. You imagine what it would look like. You imagine what it would look like on the day the balloon pops and showers down on you all the blessings you have imagined. And these blessings may be tied together. You need not imagine just one thing. It can be a multitude, a partner, a family, a professional goal, financial abundance, great health, travel, evolution. Simply stay clear and precise and believe. The balloon gracefully soars between the tall, slender stalks of bamboo. It looks like an oversized soap bubble with a prismatic effect formed by the moonlight. You come back to your body and look to the stars and sky again before you return to the raft and push off from the shore. And you just float, floating downstream. You lie on your back and surrender to the current. You no longer need to be in control. You let go because you have done your part. Your balloon of manifestations floats between the verdant leaves and the canopy of bamboo that rises from the river's muddy shoreline. You look to it once again, seeing all you imagined come to life. You feel clarity and a lightness in your body, and a flow of energy that is like a cool stream of water soothing your veins. You realize the longing for something more has been an indication of what you are meant to strive for. So trust yourself. You are a powerful being, and you are stronger and more capable of overcoming the most challenging of circumstances than you ever realized. But when you get to the other side of any challenge in life, you can raise your hands in victory and know that you did it. You are in control of what you allow inside yourself. You are in control of who you allow into your life. You are in control of the blank canvas that awaits you every day when you decide that you live in an abundant, kind world. When you decide that the world is kind and loving, you will see expressions of it everywhere. You are in control of every beloved thought and dream that you keep in your balloon and you keep in your heart. And you may add to them any time you like. And you see yourself floating downstream, going with the tide, and trusting that what is rightfully yours will meet you. You feel every sensation of these dreams becoming real. You feel peace. You feel faith. You determine what is possible. And as you just float, you surrender to the universe and divine imagination. You do not need to ask how these blessings will come to you. You do not need to have the answers or the roadmap, because far down the line, the guidance will come to you when the timing is right. You need only to find peace and stay in tune with your intuition and inner compass. You need only to remember your intentions. These will guide you towards all you seek on the timeline that is right for you. And so you trust. You simply trust with a brave and open heart, and you just float. And as you float, the dark, reflective waters of the river begin to transform into colorful waves of a rainbow, much like the prismatic colors in the pathways of your mind. The hues of red and orange and yellow, of blue and indigo and violet, ripple around the raft. They rise above the water in a misty halo of color. You are gliding on this rainbow through time, knowing that good things will be had at the end of the journey, and beauty will be expressed along the way. In this tranquil moment, you enjoy the beauty as it unfolds, completely present. Floating further and further downstream on this bamboo raft, you notice the vibrant colors fade and become a soothing midnight blue. And as you dip your finger into the river, the water swirls around it in a glittery beauty. You take in the magnificence of all the miraculous things that nature has created. This awareness to detail guides you towards bliss in this moment and will help you in your waking life. You will connect the dots in ways you have not before, so you may recognize opportunities that align with your goals and your dreams, so that you may receive the confirmation when you are going in the right direction towards them. You will arrive at the right place at the right time. The surface of the river reflects your life back to you like a movie screen, and you see yourself quite young, as a baby when you were most vulnerable, when you were unable to care for yourself. You were kept alive. You made it through a time when you could not even lift your own head with your own volition, and yet you survived. And here you are today, stronger and more capable and informed, with life experience that reminds you that you will survive and you will thrive. You have already made it so far to become the you that you are today. You listen as the bamboo sways in the breeze. The moon continues to shine, and you feel at peace. You trust in the universe as you just float. And you will remember the balloon that floats above you. At times when you are confused or challenged or doubts creep in, you will remember to focus on what you can do, even if the only thing you can do is self-soothe and take deep breaths and wait for guidance. Even if your powers seem limited to your imagination and thoughts of what you desire. Because once you embrace your imagination, you come to realize you are not limited at all. The signs and the help you need is all around you, if you are ready to open yourself to them. Keep your balloon and thoughts full of gratitude and your heart full of love. Feel inspired. Let your body tingle with aliveness. Let goosebumps form on your skin in the miraculous journey that brought you into this life and continues to give you life with each breath. It is not too late. There is time. All the right timing for your dreams to manifest themselves and for your life to reveal itself. Embrace your journey. Embrace your life. And just float. The magical river flows through the land and brings you across the border between your waking and sleeping life. And as you drift asleep, you hear these words. What this power is, I cannot say. All I know is that it exists, and it becomes available only when one is in that state of mind in which one knows exactly what one wants and is fully determined not to quit until one finds it. Alexander Graham Bell. And may you find it in your dreams. May you find it in your blissful reprieve from your waking life. May you float on the river of dreams. May you be ushered to a shoreline of peace and gratitude and abundance and deep, deep sleep. I am going to count you down to a night of healing, restorative, inspiring sleep. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Finding stillness, finding magic, finding sleep. As always, my dear friend, it is time to dream away. Good night.